Hi, welcome back to our summer series of communication in English, interacting with foreigners. We're going to move on to part 4 in our series. If you haven't watched part 1, part 2, part 3 yet, please go and do so. Finish watching these 3 parts first before coming back here to watch part 4. Speak English, not Chinglish. What exactly is Chinglish? Right? If you think in Chinese when speaking in English, you might accidentally speak Chinglish, possibly without realizing it. And why is that? Right? Most of the time we speak Chinese, and when we speak Chinese, we think in Chinese. Occasionally, once in a blue moon, we speak English. And because we are so used to thinking in Chinese, even when we are speaking English, we still think in Chinese and then speak English. What comes out from our mouth maybe is not proper English. It is Chinglish. It contains Chinese logic. It contains expressions that are usually used in Chinese. But if you directly translate those expressions from Chinese into English, they may or may not make sense in English. And to foreign students, whether they're international students or exchange students, they probably don't exactly know what you are talking about. And they might feel embarrassed to ask you to clarify because some of them probably their English is not very good either. So they will not ask you to explain or clarify what you're talking about. They might guess what you're talking about, or they might misunderstand what you're talking about. But in any case, then your communication breakdown. So when we speak in English, we think in English. This can be quite a challenge. Some of the expressions you may or may not be too familiar with, and therefore you think in Chinese and directly translate that expression from Chinese into English and say that. And that expression may or may not mean too much to native English speakers, or they might have another meaning. So when we speak English, we think in English. Right? So do you have the experience of speaking in Chinglish? Yeah, maybe. But some expressions you speak in Chinglish, if you don't know that is Chinglish, you thought it is proper English, then you don't even know that you're speaking in Chinglish. Okay, here I'm going to show you some common Chinglish expressions that a lot of people do not know that they are Chinglish. They thought that they're actually proper, real English expressions. Okay, this is you here. You're walking out of NCCU, and on your way, you bump into Anna. And Anna is an exchange student here in NCCU because you bump into a student, and that student, Anna, knows you. So the two of you are going to talk to each other. So what do you think Anna might say to you? Right? The situation here is that you're leaving school around noontime. Why is that? Because you don't feel well. You have a headache. So that's why you cannot continue to work. Instead of staying at work, you're going home now. So Anna sees that you're not looking very good. So she comes and talks to you. What do you think she might say to you? And how are you going to respond? Okay, same thing. I give you 10 seconds for that to think about what she might say to you and how you're going to respond to her. All right. The situation here is that, again, you have a headache and have requested leave for the afternoon. Okay, so afternoon you can no longer work, you feel dizzy. On your way out, you bump into Anna an exchange student, and she can feel that, right? You're not looking well. So she comes and talks to you. Oh, look at this conversation. How come there's Chinese here? All right, so this is what Anna would say to you. Are you okay, Judy? You look a bit tired. So think of what you're going to say in English. Okay, so I shall show you the Chinese. You think what to say in English. So I'll continue. Have you seen the doctor? All right. You still have to work today? Okay, have some chicken soup. It's good for you. Take care. Okay. Right, you don't speak in Chinese. I'm showing this to you because this might be what you're thinking. So how are you going to express that in English? Okay. Now I'm going to show you what you might say in Chinglish, not in proper English. Okay. You just look at it. I don't want to say that because this is Chinglish, so I should not be speaking in Chinglish to you. So you read this by yourself to see if you can figure out which part of what you say is Chinese English. Are you able to figure out which part of what you say is Chinese English? Ready? Okay, I'm gonna show it to you. Okay, the ones that are highlighted red in color, that is not proper English. That is Chinglish. There is a very good chance that you directly translate what you think in Chinese into English, and that's why you end up speaking Chinglish. Let's see if you can fix these Chinglish expressions. Okay, I'll give you more time this time. 20 seconds. Okay, fix these Chinglish expressions. All right, I'm going to show it to you. Now, how about this? Again, the first time then you be you yourself, okay, and I'll be Anna. So I will start the conversation because I see that you don't feel well. Are you okay, Judy? You look a bit tired. Have you seen the doctor? All right. You still have to work today? Okay, have some chicken soup. It's good for you. Take care. All right, let's switch roles. Now you be Anna and I'll be you here. Okay, so please. Oh, hi, Anna. Indeed, I don't feel quite well. No, probably don't have to. I'm already taking medicine for my headache. Yeah, but I've already asked for sick leave in the afternoon. I'm actually heading out now. Oh, okay. I guess I will eat some soup tonight. Thanks. I'll see you around. Right, so we get rid of the Chinglish expressions and turn them into proper English. Were you able to do so? Right, so this little conversation shows you that if you think in Chinese and speak in English, there's a very good chance that you end up speaking in Chinglish. And if you don't know these are Chinglish expressions, to students who know very little Chinese or don't know Chinese at all, or have no knowledge of Chinese, they won't think of you as speaking Chinglish. They'll think that, oh yeah, you're speaking English, but I don't fully understand you, or I do not know exactly what you're talking about. They will guess what you just talk about, and there could be misunderstanding. So next time when you have to speak English, you think in English and speak in English. All right, so now please go and practice with your colleagues. Have some casual conversations with each other and pay attention to not only your speaking, but also your colleague speaking. If you realize that your colleague is speaking in Chinglish, you correct your colleague. And if you realize that you just said a Chinglish expression, and you self-correct yourself. Okay. Okay. After you finish practicing with your colleague, then come back. Nice. So now you're speaking Chinglish, no long, no, I should say you're speaking in English, not Chinglish anymore. So after that, next time when you interact with an international student or exchange student, you pay attention to your speaking and also your thinking as well. Try to think in English so that you speak English and not Chinglish. So this is the end of part 4. In this summer series of communication in English, interacting with foreigners, we cover 4 parts. Part 1, how to avoid awkward silence. Part 2, suggested conversation topics. Part 3, how to keep a conversation going. And this one, part 4, speak English, not Chinglish. So hopefully you'll find this helpful to you on these different parts and these different topics that I talk about. And when you interact with foreign students, you have a more pleasant and more enjoyable experience. Thank you.